Okay, I'm about to review Return of the Jedi. So this movie is my third favorite um Star Wars film, and from the start of this movie, it plays out so well as how you introduce the characters, you introduce their mission. Exploring Tatooine, exploring the underworld. This is like that first hint at life other than just the Empire and the Rebellion. You get to see Jabba's palace. You get to see Boba Fett. You get to see a lot of things that you haven't seen before. A lot of cool creatures, a lot of cool things that you get hints of at Mos Eisley. You get hints of at many different places, but in the limelight, you truly haven't seen this side of Star Wars and seeing it. you know, Seeing the underworld, seeing these gangsters is so amazing. Meanwhile, taking out this plot, introducing the Sarlacc pit, introducing these classic moments that become classic because of this movie. Famous lines, stuff that happens that is so grand. You know, and after this Jabba Palace scene, you're only one third of the way through. And this is why this movie is so grand, is because you get to see a lot of stuff happen in such a grand way. Introducing seeing the flesh of the Emperor, seeing his plan, seeing Luke come full circle, seeing Han, being just as charismatic, showing their relationship. It builds a lot of things and becomes ultimately the greatest finale to a trilogy ever, because you get all the questions answered. You get so many things and build up suspense. You don't get on. I'm sorry, you don't get all questions answered. But that's why it leaves the door open for more Star Wars. It's not something where it's a grand conclusion. It's allowing the door to be open for other possibilities. Meanwhile, having the emotion of will Luke turning, because that's in this movie. They truly do a good job of saying that's a true possibility. That's truly something he might do, and playing that up so well is something that this movie does a good job of. Truly getting you to believe, and that final duel is so amazing because you don't know what's gonna happen, and as soon as he mentions Leia or his sister, when Luke gets at it, that's when this movie is at its height. When and you see hints of Luke at the dark side, something you haven't seen at all, making him truly seem powerful. And him, Return of the Jedi is such an appropriate title because it's all about, and seeing how the prophecy comes true and how Anakin comes back to the light is something that every time it makes you feel satisfied. This conclusion comes on a satisfying note. There's a lot of things that I get satisfied of. And as far as the battle on Endor, it's also grand because you get to see, your characters, Chewie, Leia, Han, and 3PO, and R2-D2 have one last hurrah together, one last grand battle. I know that the Ewoks, people don't have a great reception. I mean, I'm not too big on Ewoks, but nor do I really hate them. I think they're just there for the fun of it. And I do find that some of their elements are enjoyable, and I find that they're not too bad. They're not bad in a way, and I find that if this story goes in the right direction, I know people don't criticize this movie because of that, because of the Jabba the Hutt scene is like a prequel, but people are gonna hate on this movie if they don't show that. But ultimately, I do like the idea of showing Jabba's Hutt. And then that whole Yoda scene is emotional because you've only seen it for one movie, but Yoda just brings this charm, this sense of enjoyment that truly makes it come full circle. And seeing that space battle is awesome. Seeing Lando with the rebellion, stuff like that space battle. brings true suspense as you figure out that the Death Star's truly operational. Luke's on it. And seeing the rebels truly have a big space battle. A big space battle. Not a dogfight. It's true suspense. Seeing, with the imagery, seeing the great special effects, it all makes for a great conclusion. In a great way is that it truly is amazing to see, and the way they, Anakin dies is also, again, is truly memorable because, you get to see, their last sign of Anakin. And, saying that he loves Luke almost in a way. He doesn't flat out say it, but, he apologizes to him, almost comes back to the light. And that's something that will always be the ultimate sense. I mean, you could nitpick on the Ewoks, you could nitpick on the Jabba's hut, you could nitpick on a few things, but ultimately nothing that would take away from the charm and the enjoyment and the emotion of this movie.